My name is Donnell Davis, and this is another video via the Blue Room. Then this video today is being filmed on Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, and I hope that you guys all stay safe. In this video, I'm talking a little bit more about race relations in America, because it sparks the topic once again in lieu of the Michael Brown verdict we've been seeing about all summer. But I want to talk about just simply the issue of race itself. Now, there's no doubt about it that racism is still pretty much alive and well in America, but I think we're misinterpreting where we should be looking for it. Racism itself is an idea on disliking differences in other people's culture, skin color, and the like. And that idea is indoctrinated with the history of the country itself. And the only way to move that forward is new teachings and to show people that everybody is everybody. We are all people. We all are, and we all are different. Even within our own respective races, we have differences deep within ourselves and deep within our own cores. And I think that we should take more time to learn more about one another, because what's happened now is that there's different perceptions on the same issue. What a white person sees isn't necessarily what a black person sees, and it's just the same adage to just people in general. What one person sees isn't the same thing as another person sees. When I was in grade school, we used to have an old game we used to play telephone, where there was one message that the teacher would say, and it would go through every kid in the classroom until it reached the last kid, and the message was repeated back. By the time that same message was given, while the original message was given, by the time it reached that last kid, it was something that was completely different, and most of the time off subject matter, because with each person's interpretation on what they hear is what that person relays to others, and it's rarely the same thing. It's usually something different, and I think that's the case here. I think this and the Michael Brown case, the Trayvon Martin case and Michael Brown case, is losing sight of something amidst all the race baiting, and that is a big attack against the youth of America, of any race or culture right now at this point. Because if you think about the long history of what's been happening, black kids getting shot in the street by law enforcement, regular cops, other black people. We also have white kids going to the mall, if you want to keep it on race, going to the movies and getting shot by other white people. If you take race out of it, we are seeing a big loss of people in terms of just massive violence against our youth, against what really is our future. While I do worry that my kids are biracial, I worry just about my kids in general, because it's not safe for anybody to go out, and we really need to stop the bickering amongst ourselves and take time to really see that our unsafe atmospheres here in America is being caused by our blindness to just see one another as a people. When we can all grow together and the bickering ends, it'll be a big win for everybody. Me, you, and whoever, in communities all across America. We're not and we can work together to weed out the actual criminals. So in the end, everybody's life and jobs on keeping our streets clean can become a safe and productive task. But as long as we're at each other's throats and talking about race so much as if the civil rights movement never happened, then we're just as stuck now than the days in which lynchings and spraying black people with hoses was the norm. If we've, for the most part, America has evolved a far cry past those days, thanks to the movements of many, given new freedoms for everyone. But now we need that sort of motivation again amongst ourselves, for everyone to teach anew what it is to see people for people. And I'm very optimistic that things like that can happen, and that America can be great once again, and we not hold each other down. And the racism isn't just a one race thing, especially in a country as multicultural as America. We have to understand that the masses of every race here mixed together so much, we create something very unique here in this country that we really need to take the time to learn to preserve. And hatred knows no race, or no race, color, credence, or of any kind. Hatred only knows how to spread itself and destroy. And at our own peril, we are destroying ourselves with talks like this. But it doesn't have to be that way. We don't necessarily not everybody's going to be on board with thoughts like this or wanting to love each other, but a profound respect for one another will show that why exactly we are the country that is the premier country on the world stage, and show everybody else. Because right now, when the world is looking at America and its racism, and probably has their heads down in shame on what they're seeing. I know I'm having my head down in shame in what I see when people are saying that that a person's life isn't worth that they cause their own death. The only way I see people cause their own death is called suicide, and that's no good either. So death isn't something that we should be scoffing at, or putting out things to where one party says it's another's, that it's their own fault and such like that. What we really need to do is take the mistakes of death and when a death is unintentional, and find ways to prevent said things from happening again, and use this as a way to educate ourselves to be better people all around. And for the most part, that will be the truest, most best cure that we can have. It'll be honest, and we can live together with open hearts through teachings, through seeing oneself. Some people, when they have that much hatred in their heart, and some whom choose to just blame one race or their own race for causing all the problems, I do pity them on losing their way. But we look to your own hearts and such, and we can all grow together as a one people, as a one nation, and be what we can be. Tap into the generosity that we show others, and we can be the best. We can be we can be at the top. We can be anything we want to be. But the only way we can do that is if we see ourselves as one nation moving ahead through the same exact struggle. And like I said before, while not everybody will be on this movement, we can help those who don't understand what racism really can do to a country. We can show them as well that we are all in this together, and we are all in need of a big push forward in the true positivity. And to get that, we have to understand one another. We have to understand our experiences and such. We have to understand that not all people are good in the world today, or have they ever. It's just the balance of life. There are some people that have bad experiences with other races that cause them to be that way, and it just isn't teachings at home. Sometimes it's just the unfortunate victims of circumstance, and they become afraid to speak out about what they have encountered, but the anger grows and such. It turns them as a person, and sometimes it's just things like that that happen as well. We have to invite everybody into the fold, because we're all under one flag here in America, and we need to start acting so. And I believe that once we do that, once we achieve the unity in the united part of our states, we will truly be that people that is watched under as God, as privileged and worthy. And I hope with this message, that people will grow to understand that we are all in this together, and blaming one another or one race or anything is not the answer. We all have to look in the mirror and seek to see the darkness on our hearts for what it is, and make a change. Only that way we can defeat this disease we have called racism, and put it behind all of us. We are all better than that, and I'm highly optimistic that we can move forward. I'd like to thank you and have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. If you've made it to the end of this video, I give you 2 likes. Big thank you, and enjoy your holiday. Christmas is coming soon, so make sure that if you guys are like me, get your Christmas shopping done, because I haven't started yet, but I am going to be soon. Thank you.